It's live. Are we live? Are we live? Are we live? Are we live? What up? What up? What up, y'all? How y'all doing today? Y'all know me. I'm doing stuff last minute, of course. And I wanted to put out a little APB that we was live. Thunder, what's good? Soup Master, what's up? What it do? What it do? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Y'all gonna hear me talk about it not a lot this episode, but we're gonna talk about it a little bit. Gotta plug the new podcast, you feel me? Gotta plug the new podcast. I'm just trying to post this on TikTok real quick. My fault. I thought I had already mentioned what's I'm looking for. I thought I already did it, but what's the name? What's good, Rudy? When did I put on the Stream Elements bot? When did I do that? I didn't. At least I don't think I did. We on the right account, right? This is Hawk Soups, right? This Hawk Soups, ain't it? So let me double check. Yeah, say Hawk Soups. Anyway, how y'all doing, man? Y'all excited for the NBA like me? If that's the case, listen. Let me get this off my chest. When I tell y'all, it's Rudy, you ain't gonna get me. You ain't gonna get me today like you would get me normally if you talking about some of my mic muted. You ain't getting me like that today. I ain't going out like that. Listen. What's good, Rack? How you doing, bro? When I tell you I barely slept last night, I was up all night. I stayed up all night watching all the games last night. I turned the TV on I turned on TNT. Last night's games was at 7:30. The Sixers game started. I turned that joint on at like 6, I want to say. So I watched that whole Warriors mini documentary with it, and then it turns into the Draymond Green addressing the slap, and I was like, yo, we're not doing this on opening night. Like, what is this? That was a lot. I don't know if y'all saw that. It was a lot. They had Draymond with the good lighting, with the super up close and personal camera, with the good audio, talking about what was going on. And I was like, yeah. No, it's still the Sixers game. We Rudy. Oh, let me do that real quick. Good look. You reminded me by interacting with the chat. Yeah, reminded me to what's that? In extensions. That goes to manage extension. No. Get overlay. That's what I want. And I want to copy. And then I want to go into OBS. I want to go chat pop-ups. And I want to paste that there. Right? New chat, new overlays, new yada yada. And then I go back to the stream. I go back to the chat. And then I go, you can't call it a Sixers game if they lost. Oh, it is blue now, Rudy. That blue is disgusting. It finally switched over to the blue from last week when we were like, well, let's try a different color. And I said, well, let's do blue. And I guess once I finally closed it and refreshed it, it made it blue. That blue is nasty. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to have it orange by next week. I'm switching the color by next week. I'll test it out in between streams. I don't feel like fiddling around with it right now. But golly, that blue is ugly. But I pulled up your chat to say, regardless of if we win, lose, blowout, win the chip, everybody on the team injured, is always the Sixers game for me. It's always the Sixers game for me. That's literally all I wanted to say about that. Oh, that's disgusting though. Why is that? That blue is nasty. That blue is so nasty. Hold on. I'm getting my windows together so I can see stream health, OBS to make sure everything's running right, and then we got the chat right up here as well. Remind me later. Hey, Thunder. James Harden is him, but not him. You missed 2 ankle breakers, make Marcus Smart slide across the court, and then make Tatum touch the floor, and you missed the shot both times. Hey, listen, now we'll talk about the Sixers in a second. Let's go to the chat, see what everybody's saying. But to me, I really did like what I saw from James Harden. He looked really, really good. I know he missed the when he made Marcus Smart flop. I wouldn't even say he even broke Marcus Smart ankles. Did he get the move on him? Yes. But did Marcus Smart also flop and then slide across the floor? He's mid. He ain't Adjourn. What's good, my boy? What's good, Adjourn? You saying he mid? That man ain't look mid last game. That's all I'm gonna say. I know we lost as a whole, but he looked really good in that game. He was hitting his threes. He was hitting his step backs. He was good in the pick and roll at times. It was Montrezl Harrell's only bucket, but he had a really good pass to Montrez. He had some couple of good pick and rolls with Joel. To me, the reason the Sixers lost that game is, hey, thank you. I was listen. I was waiting for you to correct me because I knew I'd probably been saying your name wrong this whole time, and eventually, I was gonna get on your nerves enough, and you was gonna correct me. So from now on, you RJ. Perfect. But my point is that the reason the Sixers lost that game is because one, Jason Tatum and mainly Jason Tatum, but also Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown's 35 felt a little more quiet to me. Jason Tatum's 35. That man is him. He is him. I'm on Xbox with my boys. We're watching the game. We're playing some rec, you know what I mean? Trying to grind to that level 40 for me. Shout out to level 40. I finally hit it last night, for that. You know what I mean? Let me give myself a little round of applause for finally hitting level 40. But also, fun fact, that's my first time ever hitting 40 in a 2K since they started the seasons. But I'm trying to take this year serious because I wanted them extra badges. I said all that to say Jason Tatum looked like him. Jason Tatum looked like him. The beard definitely still got it. Yes, sir. You feel me? Bro got the sound effects. You know what I mean? New season, new Hawk. You feel me? That's what I'm trying to do. You feel me? Nah, don't do me like that. Don't do me like that, right? I pulled these up. What did I find these on? I was watching, I be watching Let's Keep It a Buck, B Souls and Sage, Omar, and Damo's podcast. I be watching them a lot. I get actually a lot of stream inspiration from them, and I really like the way they conduct their streams, run their streams, stuff like that. But I was like, oh yeah, I like these little sounds they be throwing in there every now and then. So I just went to YouTube and started typing in sound effects, and I only got a couple. In length, we got a ton, but we got a couple. Daniel, what's good? You watching the Thunder game? Wait, Thunder and who? Oh, Thunder Wolves. Now, because I'm a Thunder fan. Tony Snell looked nice one game, ain't it? I'm assuming that's talking about Harden. Wait, Tony Snow did actually look good. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't really been hitting Tony Snow. I ain't gonna hold you. I missed some earlier ones on. Rect asked me if I got the Raptors game on. Nah, I'm watching the Come on now, y'all know. Y'all should know me. Y'all should know what I'm watching. I'm watching I was watching it, but it's no longer live. How do I make it back to live? Because I accidentally paused it and rewound it. I got the Pelicans Nets game on. Y'all know me. I'm the conductor of the Zion bandwagon train. I'm the conductor of the ship. I'm leading the way. I got the Nets Pelicans game on. Trying to catch some Zion, trying to catch some BI, trying to catch some CJ. I still haven't yet to post this on TikTok. I'm getting around to it, but the post just hasn't gone up yet. Exactly. I mean, W for the change of color, but it's mad ugly. So maybe try like a different blue and then maybe like white text and make the little circle around the people's name. I mean, the people's what is that called? Profile pic, avatar? What do y'all call it now? Y'all know I'm old. We call it profile pic. I don't know if people still call it profile pics. But the circle around the profile pic also blue. I like the idea of blue. It just got to be a different color. No, the blue is not it. The blue is not it. I mean, I give you it. Technically, it was a Celtics game because they won, but y'all know me. Y'all know me. I do my best to be a unbiased Sixers fan in most of my content, but every now and then you're gonna see the fandom hop out, and usually you see it hop out when I say I'm watching the Sixers game. That's one of the moments when you're gonna hear me say the fandom gonna come out. But usually I feel like I'm pretty good. One place you want to see me be a toxic Sixers fan, follow me on Twitter. If you want me to see me be a toxic Sixers fan and always be like hyped to see the Sixers or always rooting for them. And honestly, that's probably where I talk about the Sixers the most on Twitter because I don't want my content to feel like I'm only talking about the Sixers, and I want to, give the other teams some shine. But on Twitter, I be letting them Sixers tweets fly. This is true. Crossing smart ain't rare. Fox dropped it. Oh, RJ, you got both of them. How did you get both of them? Who is in your draft that they let you get both? That's crazy. And I'm curious, was Tatum a first round pick? I feel like he probably was. And if not, how many people are in your league? Because I feel like Tatum was going to be a first round pick in a lot of people's leagues. I should have made a league this year. I didn't. Technically, it's not too late to do one, but I just never got around to it. I should have made one. Who are the Thunder playing tonight? It's so many games on. It's so much that I want to talk about. Let's get into a lot of stuff. Oh, the Thunder are playing the Timberwolves. That does sound interesting. But at the same time, it's like, as much as I want to watch the Thunder, y'all playing the Timberwolves. I don't expect us to win that game. That was the most hype beast 2016 classic YouTube sound effect I've heard in the last 3 years. Hey, if anything, that just shows my age. That just shows how long I've been watching YouTube because I went straight for the sounds that I grew up on. Unlimited. Listen. I'm gonna tell you what happened in the Discord. Once again, thanks for pulling up. Thanks for all your pulling up. We 9 strong in the stream right now. Appreciate y'all. Range and anybody else, if you're not in the Discord, y'all got to get in it. The Discord about to be lit this year. We about to figure out how to stream some games in there, watch some games together as a community. You feel me? But what happened in the Discord is what happens sometimes to new people. You're not new necessarily, Range, but you're one of the newer members. Last week it was Guru, and he, said he had his top. I think he was sharing. It was either top 10 players or he was sharing his standings. And my man showed a picture of a piece of paper, and the jokes that were let fly that day was insane. Oh, there are only 8 teams. Tatum was second, as in second round, I'm assuming. Right? You got Giannis second pick? Who was first pick, Daniel? I'm curious. Whoever got to go last getting their head shaved, that's a good bet. That's a good bet. I mean, yes, the Thunder's game plan going to be, hey, let's lose some games and whatever. I mean, I'm not gonna hold you. I do have the mom made pizza rolls joint on my phone still. I probably have to scroll back for it, but I definitely had sent that to my boys a couple of weeks ago because we was laughing about old NBA memes. And basically, yes, everyone gets it's somehow. I don't know how my content attracted. I mean, I'm thankful for y'all, but I just don't know how the Kings fans found the content and was some of the first people to hop into Discord. So it's Kings heavy. You start slandering the Kings, they gonna have some words for you. They got me a couple times. I ain't gonna hold you. It's tough out here if you're not a Kings fan. Oh, Jokic was first. All right, that makes perfect sense. I'm not mad at that. Jokic, Giannis, and B, Luka, and then you with Durant. Nice. Fun fact: Gundam Style. What year did that come out? I need a browser. Let's just do. I'm just curious. Gundam Style. We're all over the place. I know. I just I got some actual NBA stuff I want to talk about. Wow. So Gundam Style came out in 2009. Oh, Rudy. Also, by the way, I was going through looking at last week's stream. I was like trying to clip it up for TikTok and stuff. You were right. The face should not be in the bottom right. You know why? Because when I click a long comment like this, my face is covered. So I'm gonna go ahead. Dang it. I did not mean to do that. I did not mean to move that. I meant to grab this. I'm gonna go ahead. You got it. You won. I'm gonna move myself to top right. I'm gonna move myself to top right because my face was covered. And there were some clips I wanted to use and I couldn't because I wanted to like clip up some comments I was responding to, whatever, because my face was covered up and it would have looked dumb on TikTok. So you got it. You won. Fun fact though, Gundam Style came out in 2012. Y'all can see that, right? Like I said, I know we all over the place. I got undiagnosed ADHD on the low, so if y'all can't already tell, we've been here. Y'all been here long enough. Y'all know I'll be all over the place. I graduated high school in 2012. I just wanted to share that with the class. I did follow you back on first. That is facts. I followed you first. I do remember that. You was making good content. I mean, I'm not saying you was like you not. I mean, I'm just saying like I rocked with your content. Like I do remember that you were low key one of the first NBA content creators I found on TikTok. You at first I was like when I found you, that's when I was like, oh, okay, there's a lane for NBA stuff on TikTok. Because I just downloaded TikTok to be scrolling and laughing, and you know what I mean. That's why I downloaded it in the first place. I did not download TikTok with any thoughts, goals, hopes, or plans of creating content initially. I saw you, then I saw a couple of other like YouTube editor style guys, and then I saw Chilltown Hoops, and I was like, this old man is on here? Oh, I'm definitely about to start making content. Rex, you got a TikTok? Hey, DM me on TikTok, DM me on the Discord your link. I'll follow you back. I didn't know you had one. My chair's acting up today. I mean, that's why I also said used to, because I'm ahead. I was like, I feel like I haven't seen you in a while, but I mean, I was rocking with you, what you did. And I mean, get back into it. You were a part of the inspiration. You were a part of the inspiration. That is a fact. I'm an Undercover Thunder fan, Daniel. Oh, you use some more? That's what's up. I'm a Undercover Thunder fan. I used to be a bigger Thunder fan back in the Harden, Russ, Durant days. And then even when it was just Russ, I was loving him too. And I still like watching him because I enjoy SGA, I enjoy Giddy. I'm looking forward to Chet when he's there. I'm a big fan of Poku on the low. Hopefully he can I heard he added some weight to him a little bit, him and Şengün a little bit. So I'm looking forward to seeing the Thunder in the future. By the way, I still haven't uploaded this TikTok. Let's do podcast. We're just gonna do it like that. Podcast, #podcast, right? We're gonna do hashtag 4-point play with a letter, and then hashtag 4-point play spelled out. And then we're just gonna upload it because I want to get this done before it gets too late, and I didn't want to have to upload this at like at 10 o'clock when we're out of here. New podcast, and then we're gonna throw the alarm emoji, screenshot. My fault. I know this is riveting content watching somebody post their TikTok account, which I'll talk about while I see it while I'm in here. Got what you feeling like? Oh, you did? Okay. Nah, we're not starting that. We're not starting that. Nah, don't do me like that. Don't you do me like that. Nah, don't even do me like that. Don't do me like that. My hairline is strong. Don't do that. Don't do that. My hairline is strong. Fun fact, I cut my own hair too. Been cut my own hair since 2009. Hawk, I really had to say the Kings are better than the Lakers. Oh, that makes so much sense now. Okay. All right. I know exactly who you are then, Daniel. Because, yes, I do remember your account being like Becky something or other. And yes, I do remember you. We was doing Pearl. You told me to use Giannis, and it was Giannis. It was actually a great example because I can 100% remember that moment. What's up, honey? When your wife come home and you try to say hello and then she don't say hello back, that's crazy. All right. Did I? Nah, don't do that. I'm not Draymond Green. I don't know how I feel about this. I don't know how I feel about this at all. All right, let's talk about a couple of NBA related things. um, what do you want to talk about more? Y'all want to talk about the Sixers Celtics game, or do you want to? Oh, can I do it? What's the name? Can we be cool? No, we're not showing the wife anytime soon. Y'all gotta wait a little bit before y'all see all of that. What do you want my thoughts on? The Sixers Celtics game or the Lakers Warriors game? Which one are you more so interested in? Sixers Celtics, Lakers, Warriors. If you pick the Lakers Warriors, I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't have great things to say about the Lakers. If you are a Lakers fan, I'm just gonna put that warning out there for any Lakers fan. Did I tag everybody like I wanted to? Yeah, I did. And then boom, boom. All right, bet. Let's see. Lakers Warriors at 57%. Sixers Celtics. I mean, I guess the percentages ain't crazy since it ain't that many people in here. We've been on this. California Fitness, Planet Fitness. Hit a buzzer over the ball. So Rudy Gay is the GOAT. Lakers are meant to be honest. Hey, all right, let's talk about these Lakers real quick. So, Lakers Warriors game. First off, shout out to the Warriors. I really enjoyed the ring ceremony. Like, I thought it was pretty dope seeing so many past Warriors championships. So many past. Let me get this out my eye so I can say what I want to say and not be distracted. I thought it was actually pretty dope seeing all the previous Warriors champions standing in front of like the banners. Like Zaza was out there. I want to say I saw David West out there. I saw Sean Livingston out there for the previous years. There was some real old dude that off the top of my head I could not think of who he was. That won back in the day. But for the most part, the Warriors look really good to me. The biggest piece for me is I really like the way Kuminga and Wiseman are looking. I think there's some really, really good pieces for the Warriors. And the crazy thing about the Golden State Warriors is they've managed to do what I think every NBA team dreams of. To be able to be competitive, actually competing for obviously competing for a championship. They just won one, but still have some like potential all-stars like growing and developing in your team, and Wiseman, Kuminga, and Poole. I don't know if all three of them are going to be future all-stars, but I can at least see Poole developing into a future all-star and potentially either Wiseman or Kuminga. Secondly, I did not realize how tall Kuminga was. When I turned the game on, I was like, hey, yo, is he taller than Anthony Davis? Like, is he 7 feet tall? I got to look it up, but he was dumb tall. And if he can continue to develop defensively, because I think he's really, really mobile as well. So if he can continue to develop defensively, he can bring so much versatility to their defense, being able to run Wiseman and Draymond on the floor at the same time and bring Kuminga off the bench and stuff like that. Like, the Warriors are just really, really deep. Like, they're such a deep team. And I talked about it more, and y'all gonna hear a lot of shameless plugs about the podcast episode because I really want people to go watch it. I think we have potential to have a really, really good podcast, me and Jeremiah. But we talked about it in depth in the podcast episode, and both him and I had, I want to say we both had the Nuggets to be the number 1 seed in the Western Conference. But both of us, when push comes to shove, asked who we think is going to be the people to win the championship or the team that can make it out of the West. We both said it's going to be the Golden State Warriors. Because I don't think the Warriors to me, don't need to be the number one seed. They've realized, like, hey, we can win a championship without being the number one seed. We don't need to go crazy, full blown, balls to walls all season long and go crazy. We can chill out, not necessarily even chill out. We just gonna play our game, and by playing our game, we're gonna win a lot of games. And like, they are great. The Warriors are actually really, really good. The Lakers, on the other hand, before we talk about the Lakers, let me answer a couple of questions. Rudy, Kings Today Pod. That's what Kings Today Prod? Is it Kings Today Prod as in Kings Today Productions, or is it Kings Today Pod and you had a typo? Because, and the reason I ask is because let me confirm that this was me. The reason I ask is because I went to look up some Kings people, and I remember you had told me some Kings people, but I forgot who they were, so I didn't know who to look up, to be completely honest with you. But I do want to get, like, I know the season started, but I do want to still keep the Let's Talk Soup series alive. So I do want to still keep reaching out to the content creators. I ran into like a buffer or a hiccup because I had some content creators that like had reached out and wanted to do stuff, but it coincided with, and one of them was actually a really big creator, but it coincided with 2K's release. So they were actually at, 2K Day, and they couldn't do it. And then they were in LA for like a week, and he lives in the UK, and then the season started and he's creating his content. I'm trying to create my content. So I'm trying to give some time for, especially like content creators to, get their season opening stuff out of the way. And then maybe I'll start to reach back out to people like, hey, do you have some time for a quick 30-minute conversation? I should reach out to Locked On Sixers. I'd be selling myself short. I actually do listen to Locked On Sixers a lot. I listen to a lot of the Locked On series, not necessarily consistently, but if there's like, I just want to know about a team real quick, or I'm just looking for something to listen to, I might just pop on one of them. Sometimes I feel like I just be selling myself short. They'd be like, they're not going to want to collab with me, like, because of like my platform size, if you will. But I'm like, hey, well, my content is dope, so you mind me? And the community be rocking with people, so they should. I'm gonna reach out to them. That's a good idea. How do you? Oh, you do end the poll. All right, there we go. Rage, what's good with you? How you doing? I'm doing great. The server chat today. Hey, if you're not in the Discord, listen. If you're not in the, it is mainly basketball takes, but we really starting to build a little community there. We really being there clowning, really being there having a good old time. I suggest joining the Discord. Is it also a shameless plug to get the Discord numbers up? So, because I have a goal of, I want to get 100 members before the end of the calendar year. Yes. But it's also a really good community that I think you would enjoy being a part of if you're a basketball fan. I hate this name for him. RJ, I hate that name. Like, if I'm him, I'm like, yo, it's oh, Kings Today Production said it's gonna hit you up. I don't know if I'll make sure that I haven't missed a DM from him or anything, but I don't think so. But I will, is that his name on what platform? TikTok, IG, YouTube, so I know where to look out for him and try to reach out to get him on the show, because I would love to talk to more people on Let's Talk Soups. It's a really fun concept for me. I really like interviewing people and just having conversations. So Locked On Heat, Locked On Kings. Let's be honest, the 5 people are in the Discord, YouTube, and TikTok. All right. Unlimited with through a emotional roller coaster. That's a fact. That is a fact. All right. That's there. Oh, did that not? Well, I didn't edit the tag. All right, whatever. We'll just leave it as is for now. Ninja, what's good? How you doing? All right, so let's talk about the Lakers side of things real quick while we're here. Trying to talk about basketball. We're having fun. I'm enjoying it. I'm just the first week, I'm just enjoying watching the basketball. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just been watching these games, enjoying watching these games. I got the Pelicans Nets game ahead of me, like above me right now. Y'all know what the setup look like. Y'all follow me. And right now it's 54-40, and KD just tried to foul Zion. Zion makes KD look like as skinny as he did when he came into the league, which is crazy. But let's talk about these Lakers real quick. I did not like what I saw. I did not like what I saw. Between LeBron, AD, and Russ, I want to say they got very, very close to 90. Let me actually pull the box score up. So I'm not even lying to y'all. We're going to look at the actual numbers. Rage. Unlimited Range said, yo, I really did. It's all good, Unlimited. They just be messing with people, bro. They really just be messing with people. Hey, Ninja. Hey. Hey. I don't always agree with everything you say. But right now, my boy, you spitting. You spitting. Spit 10. All right, let me pull this box score up because I want to go over a couple of things with you when I think about the Lakers, when I see the Lakers, because I was talking to my boys, like I said, we was on Xbox party chat last night. We're watching the game, and at the end of the game, well, towards the end of my game, when the Lakers are down, towards the actually, let me just pull this up because we can really. Where is it at? Not is it play by play? Is that what I'm looking for? No, I'm looking for. What is game charts? What's the one that gives you this? Is what I'm looking for. All right. So me and my boys are watching the game, and we're getting around this point towards the end of the third quarter. Halfway through the third quarter, the Warriors are up by like 20. Going into the fourth, they're still up by 20. The Lakers try to make it interesting around there. And somewhere around here, we get to the conversation of how good do we think the Lakers are going to be. Somewhere in the down 20 mark. See, Ninja, you was good. You was doing great. And then you lost me. This is where you lost me. Lucas and Cool, thanks for pulling up. Now, what I'm about to say, that's what I'm saying. This is y'all, you know me. Y'all, I be overreacting, but I be overreacting for the fun of it, but I'm always going to try to be as level-headed as possible. So I'm not overreacting. I do realize it's the Warriors, and that's a part of what I'm about to say here. So we're having this conversation. He's like, yo, I don't think the Lakers should be losing like by this much. Like, why are they down so much? And I was like, I get it. And we were talking about, because it's just the Warriors. Like, we get it. It's like as if the Warriors were playing the Trailblazers, the Kings, or like the Knicks or the Wizards, or I'm trying to think of another Eastern Conference like play-in realm team. Anywhere, any one of those teams, if they're playing the Golden State Warriors at any moment, they might look up and find themselves down 20 at some point. Now, although it is still the Warriors, you got to take a little bit of grain of salt. There are a couple of things that I just saw that it's like, it still makes me wonder what this team is going to look like over the course of a full 82-game season, even against teams that aren't the Golden State Warriors, right? And once again, just a couple of things that I was looking at. No one else was really scoring outside of LeBron, AD, and Russ. So Bron ends the game with 31. AD ends the game with 27. Can y'all see there? Or is my face covering it? Let me make myself a teeny. I'm just gonna move this right here, just for now. So LeBron ends the game with 31. AD ends the game with 27. Russ ends the game with 19, shooting 53%. Hey, nobody was talking about that. 4 for 5 from 3, 58% from the field. Yeah, I mean, he still had 4 turnovers, but I'll take that. It is what it is. But my point here is when I was looking at the Lakers and I'm watching the game, I'm starting to ask myself and I'm wondering to myself, where in the world where's the rest of this offense coming? Because what's 31 plus 27 plus 19? Let's do some quick maths. I mean, it ain't quick because I'm not in school no more. So quick math. 70. Why did somebody tell me almost 30? Did I do that right? 31, 27, 19. Yo, I hate ESPN, bro. Why I see a clip go viral this morning, somebody was talking about how the Lakers' big three scored almost 90, and I just did the math, and they really only scored 77. Anyway, my point is, between the three of them, after the three of them, I really just don't know where the rest of the offense is going to come from the Lakers when I look at their roster. Like, I get Kendrick Nunn off the bench, went 5 for 9. He gave them 13, but other than that, no one scored in double digits. Patrick Beverley went 1 for 5. Lonnie Walker went 2 for 7. Austin Reeves went 1 for 3. Like, I just don't like the rest of their offense. Matt Ryan was 1 for 4. When I look at the roster, I don't see offense. I just don't. So for me, and I think y'all talked about it before in here, somebody said it, the Lakers are a play-in team, bro. It's crazy. I mean, it's not crazy. It feels crazy because LeBron James and Anthony Davis is on this team, but Rob Pelinka utterly failed this organization. Like, he did not do what he needed to do in this offseason to put shooters around this team. And I know a lot of people have been saying it, and it feels like it's a beaten drum at this point, but everybody's been talking about the fact that actually my guy Jeremiah even made a TikTok about it this morning, and I saw him release it, that the recipe to winning with LeBron James is putting shooters around him, and they did not do that at all. Rob Pelinka utterly failed this team. It sucks too. I mean, it's gonna be great to see LeBron win past Kareem. Like JJ said, he's not even worried about the Lakers trying to win games or trying to, playoff aspirations and stuff like that. He's just excited to see LeBron James pass Kareem Abdul-Jabbar all time in scoring. And at this point, I'm basically the same because they're not gonna win many games. All right, let's see what they talk about in here. Hey, Ninja, if that is one thing I can say, that is one thing that's facts. You staying 10 toes down in your take, so I'm not mad at it. He's known this since I knew the Sixers were in the second round after a Harden trade. That's tough. You did say that. You did say that. Range says Hawks should be happy for the Philly game. Harden is back, but it's always a second game because Harden always performs good the moment he gets traded. He do like to come out crazy in his first couple of games. When he first got to Brooklyn, he was going crazy. When he first got to Philly, he started to go crazy. I think he's going to be good this year. Like I said in the beginning of the stream, James Harden looked absolutely amazing last night. Like, he looked phenomenal last night, to me at least. He had an and 1-3. He had that three where he like bobbled the ball, just threw it up. He had a couple of little step back threes. He was getting to the paint. He was playing very well in the pick and roll with Joel. Had a nice little pick and roll with Montrez. He was finding guys in their spots. He was doing what we wanted him to do. Now, in that same breath, I do think the ball needs to move a whole lot more than it did. He was dribbling the air out of the ball. It was dribble, 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 in the words of Charles Barkley. I saw the tweet. Don't ask me how accurate it is. Let me see if I can find it if I sent it to myself. That was basically like the Sixers dribbled. No, excuse me. Harden dribbled like 400 and something times that game, and the rest of the Sixers only dribbled like, I want to say 200, which is a very weird, arbitrary stat that only a Super Sixers fan would even know. But if it is true, that's absolutely insane. And because I think part of the reason that the Sixers lost that game, and since I have it right here, we can talk about it. They just turned the ball over way too much. Joel Embiid had 6 turnovers by himself. Harden had 3. As a team, we had 14 turnovers to the Boston Celtics only having, they had 10 turnovers, which surprised me. It did not feel like the Boston Celtics had 10 turnovers. I'm going to keep it a bean with you. Celtics had 8 steals to our 8. Hey, well then maybe if it wasn't between the turnovers and then maybe just people missing shots and getting out in long rebounds, because the Boston Celtics at one point, I want to say it was like 26-8 in terms of fast break points, because I was bringing up the turnovers to bring up the point that we got to play better in transition. And part of playing better in transition is just taking better care of the ball. And we did not take good care of the ball last night. Joel had a solid night. He was 50% from the field. He was 1 for 6 from 3. I feel like he was taking a lot of weird threes. I ain't gonna lie to you. A lot of step backs, a lot of just stuff that I don't think he needed to be taken. The Sixers got to do a better job of getting him the ball in the post faster, in my opinion. He was not getting the ball in the post fast enough. Oh, okay, Lucas. Let me see what you're talking about in here. Lucas says Western Conference, Clippers 1, Warriors 2, T-Wolves at 3, Grizzlies at 4, Suns at 5, Mavs at 6, Lakers 7, and Pelicans 8. The only issues I would say I had with this list, and this is just me nitpicking, I might move the Grizzlies down maybe a slot or two. Just because I think they really are going to miss Jaren Jackson Jr. for like the first 2 months, and I think that's really going to impact their winning to start the season. Zion's points in game 1, like Zion's points right now. Zion right now has. Let me move this right here real quick so you can. Nope. Zion right now has 11. He's 5 for 13, 35 for 38%, and he's got 11 points. I'm gonna have to go back and look at that. Brandon BI's got 11. Jonas has got 13. How many boards does he have? I got a bet out on Jonas getting some boards for me. I do need to check up on my FanDuel. I ain't gonna hold you. We got back into some sports betting, me and my boys today, so I need to keep an eye out on my parlay. Ninja saying you trade Russ for a second round pick. That's if he's playing. Lucas, you forgot about the Nuggets. Warriors, T-Wolves, Clippers. Oh, yeah. The Nuggets aren't in this list, Lucas. They definitely a upper echelon team. And honestly, I'd put the Pelicans over the Lakers, too. Looking at your list, the Lakers aren't making the playoffs because the team that you are missing are the Nuggets. And I would take out the Lakers. And I mean, I might swap the order around a little bit, but I would take out the Lakers and add the Nuggets. That's just me personally. Hey, Trey Man's not a bad player to have as your favorite. I ain't gonna hold you. Nope. No one's forgetting the Spurs. I ain't gonna hold you. No one is forgetting the Spurs. That's good. That's a really, really good sign. Shout out to them. Shout out to them because the Raptors were a team I've been talking about all offseason. I've been worried about their ability to defend the rim because as much as I like Pascal, much as I like Precious, I do feel like they would have benefited from I don't want to use the word traditional, but just like a rim protecting center, like a guy who can really actually protect the rim. Oh, wait, who are they playing? Oh no, I figured you was talking about Donovan Mitchell. Of course, Rudy. Of course you think Davion, Rudy. No, Donovan. Is that Paul Reed? Talking about give the Kings Blazers score prediction, please. Rudy, you know what's crazy? I know we had just talked about this game in the Discord. And at first, when you had mentioned the Kings game, I was like, yeah, I don't really know if I want to watch the Kings. But I didn't peep they were playing the Blazers. That low key is going to be a good game because if you ask me, both of those teams are in the same tier in the sense of, and shameless plug, it's in the podcast, you feel me? But both of those teams are in the same tier with the Lakers, as in one of those three are going to be the odd man out of that 10, 11, that 9, 10 spot trying to fight for that play-in. I think the Lakers, the Kings, and the Blazers are going to be like 9, 10, maybe 8, but I got them around 9, 10. So I think that'd be a really good game to see and a really actually important game because if they end up being as close as I think they will be, it'll be an important game because it might come down to who won the season series because their records could be tied, type vibe. But to give you my prediction for the game, that's tough because I really just want to see Dame. Like that game, I really just want to see Dame come out and be healthy. Looking to see what Jeremy Grant does. They got a lot of new pieces playing together, meshing well together. Like Anthony Simons isn't new, but he started to blossom into a new player that Dame hasn't really played with yet. I think the Kings can win that game. I don't necessarily have a score prediction for you, Rudy. I think the score going to be high. Like if you trying to look for over under on total points, I'm saying take the over because neither of those teams play defense and they both are think going to be to score well. But I think y'all Kings might win that first game. I ain't gonna hold you. I think y'all might win that first game. Oh, I am way behind in the chat. Good stuff, y'all. You think KY beating TN Hawk? KY TN. Lucas, who are those abbreviations for? Because my brain went, you think Kentucky's beating Tennessee tonight? And I'm like, if this is about college, y'all know I don't know nothing about that. But then I'm trying to think of an NBA. Kentucky and Tennessee. Ninja, that is a good question. Do I think John Wall is going to start for the Clippers? Do they play? When do they play? Tomorrow? Thursday. They play Thursday, their first game against the Lakers. So I think to start the season, it's funny. So initially, Ty Lue had said in the summertime, he was like, "Yo, yeah, I think John Wall." He was like, "I think John Wall's going to come off the bench." But then he recently said, if I'm not mistaken, I might have misheard or misread, but I'm almost fairly certain he recently said, basically after seeing John Wall play in his preseason, seeing how he's looked at training camp and in practice and stuff, that he's like, "Yeah, I'm not sure if John Wall's coming off the bench or if John Wall's starting because John Wall's looked, or I think he's alluding to John Wall's looked pretty good for them. And I think John Wall's a better playmaker than Reggie Jackson. And I, I just think I think it would look good. John Wall playing alongside of um why am I blanking? Paul George and Kawhi Leonard there. And even if Reggie does start, I expect John Wall to at least play well enough or perform better than him that he's the guy they finish games with. If John Wall comes off the bench, in my mind, it won't be because Reggie Jackson's outplaying him. It'll be because it just fits the scheme better. And then that now allows John Wall to run like a 6-man role and do a lot of that playmaking he can do and some of that scoring that he can do when like Kawhi and Paul George aren't on the court together, or maybe just he's on the court by himself with some of the other bench unit guys. But I expect them to still finish games together and John Wall to finish a lot of games for them because I'm still high on him, to be honest with you. My chair's acting up today. We're gonna clearly need to order a new chair eventually. You know what I mean? We gotta hit that YouTube partner so I can eventually buy a chair. I don't know why I gave that voice. As y'all can't tell, I'm giddy. Appreciate y'all for pulling up today. You know what I mean? I always appreciate y'all when y'all on the stream. Hey, you ain't gotta apologize, Lucas. Life is busy. You feel me? I appreciate y'all when y'all here. And when you're not here, I'm just gonna assume you rewatch it, and I appreciate you then too. I missed half of this last 20 minutes in Discord. I missed half of the last 20 minutes. I missed half. I missed half this last 20 minutes in this. You missed. Wait, what? Wrecked? You're saying you missed what was going on in the Discord when everybody's going crazy, or you saying you missed half the stream because you was in the Discord? Either way, it's all good. Either way, it's all good. Turnovers won't win the games. That's facts. Turnovers will not. You turn the ball over, you're going to be out. Out of here. Did forget the Nuggets. Nah, don't do that. Don't do that. 5 for 13. Zion fell off. I mean, I get it, but nah. Am I this far behind in the chat? Let me scroll down a little bit. I'm all over the place. Let me see what y'all say. Oh, missed the last 20 minutes of stream. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. We just catching up. I gave a quick overview of my thoughts on the Lakers Warriors games from last night and the Celtics Sixers game from last night. Also, I think, did I say that already? Did I think Jason Tatum's about to be him this season? Like he really was looking like him for real. Can we stop making all confused about our wording? I mean, it's all good. It don't bother me none. John Wall and Zubac would be a good bench duo for the combo. Kawhi and George flip flopping turns on the bench. I mean, I get it, but I, that's my only thing about that I have. The only issue I have with the Clippers is that they don't have a backup center. I love Zubac's game. I think he's actually a really solid center. Like he's not nothing crazy, but considering what he can do and what he does, I think he's really, really solid in terms of, rebounding, finishing somewhat well around the rim, solid-ish defensively, but you're not like posting him up and saying, hey, yo, go get a bucket or anything like that. But he's solid. He's a nice, big body. He's younger than I think a lot of people think he is. For some reason, I thought that man was like old. I looked him up one day and he's not that old at all. He's a younger, player in the league. They just don't have a backup center. Like, I don't know how they went this offseason, last offseason, the year prior. They've basically been running Zubac and then Robert Covington as their backup for a couple of years now. And it makes absolutely no sense to me. Like, absolutely no sense to me. RJ says, all I'm saying is when talking about bets is that if Jose Alvarado has a quadruple double, I'm be very rich. I mean, hey, I would hope so. I would hope so because I know them odds is high. For Jose Alvarado to get a triple double, that's crazy. Koloko is what they wanted in a draft. Yeah, Rex. Koloko is what they want. That's why I'm like, I feel like I be picking on the Raptors because I say they don't have a center, and the Raptors fans to me, we drafted Koloko. That was the guy they wanted. That's the guy they went after. That's the guy they got. So clearly the organization, and I think even the fan base, has faith in him. But I feel like maybe myself being one, as y'all know, a guy who don't watch guys before they get to the league. And two, a guy who's not, entrenched in Raptors fandom. I can see myself maybe, outside man looking in, and that's probably why I'm a little bit lower on them, but we'll see what happens. Ninja, I don't have an official seedings, but I had to have playoff locks. Hawks 5 to 8 seed team. Pelicans a 5 to 8 seeded team. Mavericks top 4. Lakers not playing the playoffs. Kings would be seeding range of 9 to 12. Only issue I probably have with it, to be honest with you, is Mavs top 4, and I don't think I had the Hawks that high. I'd have to pull up what my list was from the podcast. Shameless plug. But nah. Here are only 10 I see. Is that from Tennessee? Was that this far behind in chat? Let me go through this real quick so I can scroll down. Hey, yo, Rudy, you are bugging, my boy. No, sir, not me. That's crazy. That is crazy. That is crazy. Yep, exactly. What is that 8 rings question? Yup, that is wild. West standings in the Discord. All right, I'll check it out in a second. That new Hero Ball series by Bleacher Report was fire. Oh, really? I'll have to check it out. Is it on their app or was it on YouTube? Or socials? Like, what was the Hero Ball series? Let me look it up. Hero Ball Bleacher. Oh, you type in Hero Ball, and the next thing I comes. Oh, I heard about this. I kept seeing thumbnails for it on YouTube. The new anime show trailer. What's the name is in this? Didn't Kenny voice act for this? Kenny Beecham voice acted for this, I want to say, because he had talked about it on Through the Wire that he was doing some voice acting for something. And then I didn't click his video, but he posted a thumbnail and said that, like, I helped create an NBA anime. And it was the same, like the thumbnail. Let me just show you what I'm looking at. The thumbnail that he had showed that he had made for his video was these dudes. So did Kenny is Kenny a part of that? I gotta check that out. Because I don't know if y'all watched. I know y'all young, but y'all not that young. Y'all was watching Game of Thrones when Bleacher Report was dropping them a couple of years ago. I don't know if y'all was watching Game of Thrones and got all the references, but I'm a huge Game of Thrones fan. So Game of Thrones, to me, was some of the best basketball content I've ever consumed, and all the basketball content I've ever consumed. That moment, they had seasons. It was tying into the show. It was actually keeping up with the show's like beats. Game of Thrones was by far the best basketball content I've ever consumed. By far. Nothing's ever come close. The fact that they were consistent with it, the fact that it was over multiple seasons, like, it was amazing. Oh, Unlimited said he put it in. All right, I'll check it out in a second. Dang, bro. Dang. Hey, anybody trying to be a Discord mod? I might be looking for a new one. It's like, nah. Back. Shout out to Through the Wire. It's on YouTube. Kenny is in Kenny Beecham from Through the Wire. Kenny for real. King of the Fourth Quarter. If you might know KOT 4Q, you might know him from that. The man that's got 6 YouTube pages that are all doing very, very well. That guy. Oh, I like this question. Ninja Deals. So before we get too far in the season, 3 potential players who will break out and become a starter who used to be a bench player. That's tough. That is tough. All right, 3 potential players who used to be a starter, NBA standings. That could break out into a starter that used to be a bench player. So off the top of my head, and just to go through this, I'm looking at I forgot I put myself in this bottom right. At the top of my head, I'm looking at this. through the standings that used to be a bench player or is currently a bench player who will break out, become a starter who used to be a bench player? How about we say guys who are either used to be / currently? Because I can see Malcolm Brogdon eventually be breaking. I could see potentially Malcolm Brogdon breaking into the Celtics starting lineup. I could just see it. I don't think they should, but I could see them potentially doing it. I can see Bobby Portis, even with Brook Lopez being back in the starting lineup. It could be opportunities and moments because Bobby Portis, I think, has a skill set to be able to spread the floor a little bit. That they can run Bobby Portis at the 4 and let Giannis run the 3 and just run a lineup of 3 7-footers going crazy. Other than that, though, I mean, just off the top of my head, I can see. I don't think it would happen, but if Christian Wood really shows out and goes crazy for the Mavericks, maybe they put him in the starting lineup because Jason Kidd has already said he's going to be 6-man. So maybe he goes crazy, but that's about it. That's all I got. Rage, we talked range limited. We talked about that in the beginning. Well, I talked about it in the beginning before most people got in here. Yes, it was like an hour and a half before the Warriors game started. I mean, excuse me, before any game started, really, because the Sixers game started at 7:30, and that Draymond documentary was playing at 6:00. So it was very, very weird. Like, I didn't really watch it because I had already watched this press conference. I had already watched what the coaching staff had to say about it, and then when you watch them on the court, it looks like they're kind of passive. So I didn't really like it was on, but I was playing 2K. I wasn't really paying that much mind. Hey, Ant-Man. I feel like we ain't seen you in a minute. What's good? You know what I mean? Look, hey, y'all gonna hate me, but you know what I mean? We got the 2012 soundboard effects, you feel me? What's good, Ant-Man? Thanks for pulling up to the stream. Okay, so this Ninja, I hated these. The NBA, when Bleacher Report did the let's do the one-on-one NBA portal, it might have been like one I liked, but for the most part, oh, I thought they were like, and I hate to use this word because I feel like this word is too young for me to be using or too new for me to be using, but it was so cringe. I hated these. I'm not going to lie to you. I did not like these at all. I did not like that one-on-one weirdness. I never liked it. Oh, Kenny, as in he votes at yeah. Like I don't know how extensive it was, but I remember him saying on the pod, it was either on the pod or on his Kenny for real, like maybe he was doing like a season preview or something. He had mentioned like I'm doing voice acting for a project that I can't really fully announce yet. I'll announce it soon. And then a couple days later, he had then posted, I want to say on the Kenny for real channel again. The thumbnail was like, I mean, let's not act like I'm not sitting in front of a whole computer. Kenny. Hey, also, not to toot my own horn, but not to toot my own horn. I know I'm not the best in the game, but my thumbnails be looking kind of legit. Like, I feel like if I just happen to pull up this YouTube, I see all these thumbnails. These are some good looking thumbnails. I feel like mine fits. Mine fits in terms of thumbnails that just look good in terms of professionalism, not to toot my own horn. But I want to say it was Kenny, what's his name? Kenny for real? Yeah. Did he post it on this channel or did he post it on King of the Fourth Quarter? He might have did it on his bigger KOT4Q. And yes, I'm subbed up. You feel me? I've been a fan of Kenny's for years, long before. Through the Wire, I'm subbed up. Kenny for real, I'm subbed up. Kenny 2, I'm subbed up. I don't watch baseball, so I ain't subbed up to that. But I swore I see him post something like I did a voice acting something. Maybe I'm tripping. Nah, I know he did. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Let me go back to Kitty for real. Versatile defenders, Victor Wembanyama, prediction of Western Conference, Draymond Green. Bulls are cursed. Was it on just the regular Kenny channel? And I just happened to see it pop up. Nah, that channel old as dirt. He didn't let that channel go to the graveyard. Maybe it was Kenny 2. It was Kenny 2, right? I know I'm not going crazy here. Yeah. I helped produce an NBA anime show. I knew I wasn't going crazy. Hero Ball. I hadn't watched it yet. Obviously, but yeah. So and I'm pretty sure this was involved in with the voice acting he said he was doing. I did all that for that. Brogdon doesn't count. Ninja, if Brogdon don't count in terms of one of the dudes who can be quote unquote basically off the bench and potentially get starting lineup, I ain't got nobody for you. I ain't gonna lie to you. Oh shoot. What did I do? There we go. Does Jordan Poole still count as a guy who's currently on the bench and could enter into the starting lineup? That's a good one. That is a good one because I can see a world where Jordan Poole could take the starting spot over Klay Thompson. I really could. I don't think it's actually going to happen. Let me start out by saying that I don't think that's actually going to happen. But I can see a world where it's a possibility. But the reason I don't think it would happen is because I think the Warriors really do value what Jordan Poole can bring in terms of some of the versatility that I don't think Klay brings. Klay's definitely the better shooter. Klay has even a little bit of post game. Klay's, when healthy, the better defender. But I think Jordan Poole has the ability to put the ball on the floor and potentially create for others a little bit more than Klay. And because he has that ability, I think it's more beneficial for the Warriors to keep him on the bench and allow him to do a lot for that second unit. But that is a really good pick, Rect. 1 hour till Kings basketball. We need a new one. We need new sound effects. You ain't feeling it? You ain't feeling that? You ain't feeling that? Hey, don't sleep on I'm trying to think, when's the last time I had Little Caesars? Honey, when's the last time I had Little Caesars? Like a couple months ago? Like a year ago? So I had it like a year ago. We just wanted to try it just because. It wasn't bad. So I ain't even gonna knock on it. It wasn't bad. I ain't gonna hold you. I hadn't had it in years, and I was like, let's just get Little Caesars. You allowed to say cringe, just don't say goofy. All right, I'll take that. Hey, Reverb, thanks for pulling up to the stream, my boy. I go to bed, wake up, see the Kings are down, bro. The Knicks. Who are the Knicks playing against tonight? The Knicks are against it's the Memphis Grizzlies. Were we expecting the Kings to beat the Memphis Grizzlies? I wasn't. Let's keep it a bean. I like that. Poole is a scoring Tyrese Halliburton. I like that comp a lot. That makes a lot of sense. Taunting is dumb. It's a part of the game. Unless it's really stream, you shouldn't get detected. I agree, but I think they're just trying to. I don't know what the NBA is trying to do. They're trying to make it, I guess, more palatable for advertisers, but I don't get it. Hallie does play defense, though, and is a better playmaker. I agree. But I do think in terms of, I think their mold as a player is very similar. Halliburton just has a little bit more playmaking, and Jordan Poole has a little bit more scoring. But I think their mold as a player, their play styles, and when I watch them on the court, it feels similar, at least. It feels similar. Maxi Kleber could be one. Maxi Kleber that plays for the. I was about to say the Mavs, Maxi Kleber? Nah, he's not going to enter their starting lineup because they have what's the name? They have they picked up JaVale McGee. I feel like JaVale's gonna be their starter in center. I mean, I guess Maxey could be the 4, but even at the 4, maybe. But I don't know. Rudy, don't act like you ain't never seen that water bottle. Y'all always act like you ain't never seen a water bottle before. Y'all, the water bottle is here every stream, bro. Every stream, the water bottle is here. It's a gallon. Every stream, the water bottle is here. It's a gallon. You got to stay hydrated. I do like 1.5 of these. No, maybe 1.5. I do at least one a day. It was Kenny too. All right. If I wasn't 8 years behind on the chat, I would have seen that before I had to go through all of his YouTube channels. How many times you gonna use superstars like Giannis and Curry? What you mean? He announced it. It's like an anime, but anime related. It's good. I'll definitely check it out. Hey, you talking? I'm assuming this is about the thumbnail. I do appreciate that. See, this is why I can be behind on the chat, but I remember what I said. So when I get to your comment, I usually know what it's about. So I might not get to you right away, but I'm going to be able to figure out what it's about. As me, 16, I like it, but as I can see, it's cringe. It's just like maybe I like the anime one better because I'm a more of a fan of anime as well. Like I want to say I'm a huge anime fan, but I do enjoy it. Like I haven't seen everything, but I've seen some of the like bigger names. But even with anime, I'm like late to the game for a lot of stuff, but I still enjoy it. Benedict Mather might start by the end of the season. That's not crazy. Jalen Brunson's going to start. Nah, Jalen Brunson's entering the starting lineup for the Knicks ASAP. That's why I didn't mention him. Nah, the Knicks is losing to the Grizz, not the Kings. I thought it was the Knicks that was down to the Grizz right now. And I'm saying, I mean, yeah, the Knicks versus Grizz, that don't surprise me at all. That don't surprise me at all. I know they're missing Jaren Jackson Jr. and stuff, but nah. I don't even want to say it now. Hold on. I'm going to try to read it in context. Hawk, can you pronounce comfortable? Comfortable. Comfortable. It's definitely not comfortable. 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 Especially if I'm just chilling on stream with y'all, it's comfortable. And my everyday is comfortable. I'm not comfortable doing that. Comfortable. I feel more comfortable. It's comfortable. I don't know if that's right or, but. Make the water taste good. I mean, it's the ones that keep the water cold all day. You feel me? Nah, don't do that. It's full. There is a Jerseyan accent. I just wouldn't say I have one because I'm from South Jersey. But if you run into somebody from North Jersey, you ever talk to somebody from North Jersey, they definitely talk different than I do. I would say most people from South Jersey almost sound like they're from the country. Because very often if I travel out of state, people ask me if I'm from the South, and I'd be like, nah, I'm just from Jersey. And they'd be like, Jersey? You don't say Joyzy or coffee or whatever they be saying up there. But I'm like, nah, I'm just from South Jersey. So we be sounding like we from the country on it though. Phantom Cam is, yeah, Phantom Cam's the clips where they be just walking around game. All right, let's look at what's going on in the box score for the next game since we're talking about it. Because I do have some thoughts on the Knicks. So since we're here, we'll chat about them real quick. I'm going to I guess put myself up. I'll make myself I don't want to make myself smaller though. I'll do it for this. RJ's 3 for 13. Oh God. You know what's crazy? I was literally just about to say, like, I promise you on everything. I was just about to be like, yeah, I got some thoughts on the Knicks. Like, I think RJ's primed to take another step forward, yada, yada, yada. And maybe the RJ's defense, I don't know. Maybe Desmond Bane's giving him fits defensively. Like, Julius Randle 6 for 12, 1 for 4 from 3, 1 for 0 for 5. What are y'all doing? Evan Fournier's 4 for 10. Jalen Brunson's 4 for 10, 1 for 2 from 3. He only has 9. Hey. Now, granted, in their defense, they're going up against a solid team in Memphis, or a good team in most people's mind in Memphis. I'm not as high on Memphis as some other people, at least because they're missing Jaren Jackson Jr. They lost DeAnthony Melton. They lost Kyle Anderson. I think that's just going to hurt them a little bit in depth in terms of seeding. But I think they're obviously still better than the Knicks, so the score doesn't necessarily surprise me. But it is only an 8-point game, so that's not terrible. But that surprised me. 3 for 13, 4 for 10, 0 for 5 from Quickly, 1 for 4 from Derrick Rose. Who was saying who was we talking to in the Discord saying Derrick Rose was gonna get traded to the Warriors? Who was that saying that in the Discord earlier today? They're shooting 38% as a team. Meanwhile, on the other side of the court, Desmond Bane's not really playing amazing either, but he has 10 points. He's 4 for 13. Y'all know I'm gonna skip that name, right? Okay. As long as we all on the same page. He's having a good game, but you already know I'm skipping that name. I'm not even gonna. Santi Aldama. I mean, I know him, but I'd be messing his name up. Ja is having a good game. He's 7 for 13, 3 for 5 from 3. I was very curious. I was very curious for Ja Morant to make sure and see that the shooting that we saw from last year wasn't that gap is crazy on that woman. Wow, I was not expecting that. I'm sorry. I was watching the Brooklyn Nets game, and the person they have singing at halftime's gap is bigger than mine. I should have said that. I was very curious to see what Ja Morant's shooting was going to be like going into the season, because I don't want to. I wasn't that I was like skeptical of his ability and how he showed that he was a good shooter last year, but I just wanted to make sure it wasn't like a flop. That's all. Quickly been mid. That's hilarious. Comfort Bell. Oh, Ninja's from. Yeah, I knew you was from Jersey, Ninja. I think we talked about this before. I'm from Jersey. I live in Jersey. Well, I mean, he said he from and live. I don't know. I mean, technically, I'm from Oklahoma because I was born there. But I mean, I've been in Jersey my whole life. Not Edison. I don't know why that was funny to me, but it was. If you could prove a video showing Jersey people and other people saying it differently, send it to me. Of people saying comfortable differently, or people just saying other words differently? I don't know. I don't know the layout of Jersey, but like, where's Jersey City? It's like, you almost got me. It's like in the middle. It's right in the middle, kind of, sort of. Yeah, but I say, yeah, you did. That's what I'm saying. We talked about that before. I didn't mean to click your joint and put you all out there, but I mean, it's only 8 people in here. It's all right. You'll be all right. Ain't nobody coming for you. We talked about this before. We're not too far apart from each other, kind of, sort of, but not really. We're both in South-ish. Oh, the Raptors tied the game? They sure did. 73-73. All right, let's check out, see what the Raptors are doing. I mean, we vibing. Y'all put me on. Raptors box score. I can't mess around and hit that watch button. I actually have League Pass this year, so if I hit that watch button, NBA gonna shut my stream down so fast. Donovan Mitchell with 20. Hold on now. What's going on here? He only got 1 foul, 5 turnovers. Why does he only play 13 minutes? Did he get injured? He's straight? Or they just benched him because he's not playing well? This is concerning to me. Why does he only play 13 minutes? Who's they playing in his space? Cedi Osman's getting his minutes? Or Dean Wade? Neto? That concerns me a little bit. I got to look more into this. Does anybody know why Darius Garland's only played 13 minutes? Let me go to the bottom of the joint. It's so weird. They're like 45, 55 minutes. Yeah, I'm like 25, 30. Rudy, I can't yet because I'm not partnered yet. I got to get 4,000 watch hours. That's why I'm trying to, post more actual videos, not just the streams. Because right now we're at, I think, like 1,500 watch hours. We got the subs, we just don't have the watch hours. That's what I'm saying. I'm assuming it's the 5 turnovers. This is what they just set him because he's not performing well. So 5 turnovers, like coaches like, hey, just have a seat next to me real quick. I just want to make sure it's because of the 5 turnovers and you ain't hear nothing about an injury. That's all. That's all. This is what y'all doing. Guys keep Hawk behind in the chat. Then the stream is longer than normal. Y'all onto something on the low. Quickly been mid. That's hilarious. Nav, what's good? Thanks for pulling up to the stream. You think Desmond Bane is a 1-season wonder? The only reason I would say I would disagree and have some pushback there is because what I saw from Desmond Bane, to me at least, I mean, I know he's not playing well right now, but what I saw from Desmond Bane, at least to me, wasn't something that was unsustainable, because it's also like, before I say something crazy and not making any sense, Bane, he didn't go, 18. I was about to say he didn't go crazy. 18 is smooth. I forgot his jump was crazy. We'll see. I guess that's the best I can say. We'll see what it looks like this upcoming season, because we have these conversations all the time about rookies having breakout years, and then in their second year they have what we love to call the sophomore slump. Well, I don't think he obviously didn't have a sophomore slump, but his rookie year wasn't really nothing crazy. So I think maybe we had the potential to surprise a lot of teams. But now his name is one of the names that's circled on the chalkboard when they're game planning. Like, he's one of the guys that teams are talking about, have to make sure they pay attention to. So, I mean, Ja's going to obviously have a lot of attention, but with Jaren Jackson Jr. missing time, I can see Desmond Bane potentially not looking as good as he did last year to start the season, because defenses have to focus on maybe one less guy with Jaren Jackson not being on the floor. So I wouldn't necessarily say he's a 1-season wonder, Nav, but he might have a rough start because another good offensive player, Jaren Jackson Jr., who was able to take some of the defensive pressure off of him, isn't on the floor, so defenses can hone in on him a little bit more to start. That's all. You got 21. Hey, I don't think that's Wonder Bagel? What is that? No, I haven't. I don't know what that is. You're gonna have to put me on. I don't know what that is. Is that like is it related to donations? Because that's the last thing you commented about. It might be related to donations, but I don't know. I have to look into that. Let's talk about the Wizards real quick, because they're one of the teams I think is a low-key dark horse. Because what time is it? 9:30? What we been 8? All right, we'll go a little bit longer. We only been 8, an hour and 20. This is one of them streams where we just kind of vibing. Honestly, next week I'll probably have some more like analysis, analytical things I want to talk about. Now it's still a lot of speculation and just giving my preliminary thoughts going into the season, because honestly I've only watched 2 games. I haven't really seen any games tonight because I'm rocking with y'all, which I don't mind rocking with y'all, obviously, but I haven't seen that many games tonight. But next week we'll definitely have some more breakdown and analysis of stuff. So, but I do appreciate y'all for rocking with me as we just hopping from box score to box score, looking at games. But to your point here, Ninja saying, Beal, this is sad. How's Kuzma got as many points as you? You got 21 and Beal's got 20. To me, that's a recipe for a good time if I'm the Wizards, because so right now, Bradley Beal's, he's shooting 56% from the field, 33% from 3. He's got 23. If Kuz can give you 20, I would love to see maybe if that was like 45% instead. But if Kuz can be around 20, if Bill can be over 20, because what quarter is this in? How much time is left in this game? Oh, 3 minutes left. Okay. I would have expected Bill to be a little bit higher, but considering this is one of his first couple of games back, he was injured last year. It's going to take a while for him to get back to looking like himself, to be honest with you. Did the game just restart to the beginning, this Pelicans game? On me? How did that just happen? Is there a live button? No. Okay. My fault. I got distracted. Let's go to the Pelicans view because the Brooklyn view is getting all messed up. But my point here is with the Bradley Beal, I think there might be a couple of moments where Bradley Beal to start the season may not look like the Bradley Beal that we saw towards the season before he got injured, before last year. Just simply because of the injury, he might take a little bit to get ramped back up to full speed, to get looking like himself again. He might also be trying to play a little more unselfish just because he saw Kyle Kuzma be really successful. Might be trying to get Kristaps Porzingis more involved. You see Kristaps took 13 shots. I mean, he went 5 for 13, but he might be just trying to get some more people involved. I think maybe give it a couple of weeks and Brad might be like, all right, y'all clearly need me to go back to scoring 30 when I was in a conversation for trying to lead the league in scoring with Steph a couple of years ago. The Wizards are a dark horse for me to make the play-in tournament. Now, whether they win their game or not is a different conversation, but I'm still high on Brad. I don't think he's washed just yet. Lowry has 2 points in the first 26 minutes of the game. Kyle Lowry. So the Bulls and Miami is currently 93 to 82. The Bulls are up. Let's talk about the Bulls real quick. So the news broke that, and let me get it right. Let me go to Twitter because I think it was sent to me on Twitter. I gotta sign in. Hawks Hoops next. Took the walk. Who typed that in the chat? I took the walk to Poland. Now that's in my head. Now it's in my head. Now it's in my head. I don't know. I took the walk to Poland. I'm pulling up Twitter to see this because I want to see how long Zach LaVine's going to be out for, or if it's anything to really be talking about right now. Because I can't remember. Okay. All right. So Zach LaVine's not playing tonight. He's probably not going to play Friday night. And they're saying he's going to make his season debut at home opener versus Cleveland on Saturday. So I guess it's not as concerning as what I was about to say. I was about to go on some long spiel. Like if Zach LaVine's not playing, I'm worried about the Bulls because if Zach and Lonzo aren't playing, then pack them up. But all that being said, they're somehow up 10 against the Miami Heat right now. So because DeMar has 26. Hey, Iota Sumu with 17. Let's go, my boy. Way to step up for your team. Vucevic is 3 for 11. I mean, I guess he's playing against Bam at the center spot, but golly. Yeah, because Bam's 3 for 13. Okay, well, there's your loss right there. Tyler Hero got the starting spot. So Tyler Hero is finally in the starting lineup for the Miami Heat. That's great, but not at the same time. It's great because it shows me that, one, I think he's got starting caliber potential for sure. Let me get that out of the way first and foremost. Like, he's got starting caliber skill. Like, he's a talented scorer. He's a skilled scorer. He can be a starter in this league for sure. But I think the reason they put him in the starting lineup is because they realize they don't have enough offense. And that worries me about the Miami Heat because if he's not in this starting lineup, I don't know where else this offense is coming from. Wow. Who's scoring off the bench? Now you got Strus coming off the bench. That really does hurt your depth, though. Oh, I don't like this Miami Heat team now that I'm really looking at it. I just think they don't have enough offense. They're really going to struggle offensively. Unless Bam steps up. Like, if Bam steps up and turns out to be, some all-NBA caliber front court player, then sure, maybe let's get in that conversation. But I mean, I just don't know if they're going to score enough points to win a lot of basketball games. Now that I'm really looking at this roster, and I know it's just game one. I could be overreacting, but I got to go back and watch this. I need to see why the heck Bam is 3 for 13 because in theory, the Vucevic should not be holding him to 3 for 13. So I don't know what's going on there. Caleb Martin being 3 for 8 is trash too. Wow. All right. Let's see. What you're talking about in here. Hey, y'all. I took the walk. I haven't even heard that full song yet. He made a free throw. How many boards did he get though? My boy has him in a parlay for getting rebounds. Steven Adams, anyway. Zion has awoken off the hatred. I repeat, Zion has 22 and destroying the Nets. He has 22 right now? Zion has 22, 10 for 19. We checked on him earlier, he was not playing this well. I guess he picked it up in the second half. Because now they're up 20? Oh, wow. Okay. Let's see. Everybody's telling me. Kyrie is 5 for 16, 0 for 4 from 3. Hey, I'm not trying to jump the gun and hop on the bandwagon too early, but everybody keep telling me I'm too low on the Nets because I had them at the 6th seed. But I mean, when I look at the roster, sometimes I wonder where the offense is going to come from. I get Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving is a whole lot of offense between the two of them. I completely understand that. But I'm still wondering where the offense is coming outside of those guys. I still wondering. Also, because I just saw where is he? He's not even on the roster. I'm about to say because at one point especially because halfway through the offseason, I thought Joe Ingles would be back, and now I'm reading that he might not be back relatively anytime soon. I mean, Ben Simmons is doing what Ben Simmons is doing: 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 blocks. That's what you got him here for, to play defense, to facilitate. But you see that 1 for 2. That man's not a scorer, y'all. Wow. Down 20 to start. Hey, yo, is Poppy Solo going crazy on Twitter? He was talking trash all day. You feel me? He was talking trash all day. Is he going crazy now? Whew. That is crazy. Hey, Chase, you in the stream? I just seen your message. Appreciate you, my boy. Shout out to Chase to the face. Stay positive and not down. You have a good attitude with not a crazy amount of viewers. You goated for real. I appreciate you, my boy. Yeah, I mean, you know why? Y'all want to get on something? Let's have some fun, right? We here to rock. Y'all rock with me, right? Y'all rock with me. I rock with y'all. Like I said, I knew this first joint was gonna be yes. Ben with 2. I'm a Ben fan, but this is unacceptable, bro. Who is guarding you? That is so good, bro. I low key. I mean, they could put Zion on him. I'm trying to think. Just thinking of like the matchup, looking at this roster. Ben could be being guarded by Zion or like Brandon Ingram, maybe closer to Brandon Ingram because I would put Zion on Royce O'Neal. Actually, no, because then who's going to guard? Is Herb Jones guarding Ben? I'm trying to look at his roster. I don't know who's guarding Ben, but anyway, Ingram do be looking homeless. But yes, speaking to your point of, hey, Princess Plays, what's good? Thanks for pulling up to the stream. How you doing today? Just to add the game starting at 10:30 is too late. Nah. 10:30. These West Coast games be killing me on the East, bro. The Lakers Warriors game started even later last night because it was the ring ceremony, bro. I feel like that game didn't end until almost 1 a.m, bro. I was exhausted. You know, NBA tip-off had 2 games. That's really enough for NBA tip-off for a new NBA season. Let's be honest. 3 games would be better. 5, 7, and 10. But see, 5 would be too early because even on East Coast, 5 would be too early because most people would still be at work or either at school. shoot, when I was in high school, I'm still in basketball practice till 5:30. Like basketball practice was 3:30 to 5:30, so I wouldn't even be home to watch that. That's why they can't start games that early. The earliest they can really get away with starting a game, I feel like, is like 6:30 at the earliest Eastern time. It's tough, bro. It's tough. That's why like 5 games started at 7:30 tonight to try to give people some opportunities. Anyway, I was about to speak to the point of somebody said, "How do I stay so positive when really not many people in here?" I'm gonna show you why. It's because back when we first started streaming, if we go all the way back, because fun fact, if I'm not mistaken, sort by uploads, past live streams, and then if we go all the way to the bottom, I want to say our first live stream was to this almost to the day. Can I find the upload date? We're like 1 week off. So first live stream we ever did on this channel was to the day. Well, almost to the day. We're 1 week early. Well, it was October 26th. And the reason we can be so positive is because although this video has been on the channel, my channel, for a year now, it only has 3 views. Because when I went live this day, I was talking to myself. Who knows what I was talking about? Because as you can see, this live is only 20 minutes long because there's nobody in here. But you know what I mean? We kept doing it. I cannot
Show.
believe this.
You can watch it live. You can hang out and
Oh, that sounds so cringe. We're not even gonna go ahead and do that. Y'all can watch that on your own time if you want to. But you see this chat replay? It ain't no chat replay because it ain't nobody here. But we what happened to episode? That's a great point. What happened to episode 1? So episode 1 might have been the 19th. Is it unlisted? Hold on. I might have unlisted it for some reason. Your channel. Let me go on my YouTube studio real quick. Hold on. Because that is a good point. Because I was almost certain, because if that this week, because I looked at it a couple weeks ago, I was almost certain that today was our, 1 year of doing lives. Live. Let's go. How do you filter by date? Here we go. For some reason, it's unlisted. Let's go ahead and make that public. This doesn't need to be unlisted. Boop. Boop. Oh, nah. It's not that I forget. It ain't the fact that I didn't remember. It ain't even a bad thing. I ain't complaining at all. I'm just saying why somebody asked that, like, I'm cheery. I seem happy, in the stream today. What to him might not seem like a lot of numbers if he used to, people who stream full time, stuff like that. Me, I just stream once a week. I'm rocking with y'all. I like to talk about basketball. You know what I mean? We built this community camaraderie, if you will. But this was to this day, 1 year ago, October 19th. 1 year ago today, it was the first stream. And look how far we've come. Look at this setup with whatever these borders are. Nah, I'm gonna go back and look at some chats. Because we about to wrap it up and get out of here a little bit. So I'm gonna wrap up. I'm gonna look at some chats. Look at this border, this angle. I don't like this audio. Oh, we were still doing screen share though. We had the screen share set up, even back then. It's probably not gonna play because I'm streaming and stuff. Exactly. It's so much stuff going on here. But I like the new minimum way. I just thought it was dope to look back and see what we how far we came. Anyway. Ben is faster than design, and he's stronger, he's smarter. If you know, you know, than BI. Ben is faster than design, he's stronger, he's smarter. If you know, than BI. To do this is unacceptable. Y'all shouldn't live on the East Coast if you wouldn't pay. Hey, bro, this is where I'm at. You feel me? But at the same time, I don't want the game to start because if it starts at a 6 o'clock game on the East would start at 3 o'clock for y'all, and then I would miss the game. Even a 7 o'clock game on the East starts at 3 o'clock for y'all, and I mean 4 o'clock for y'all, and I feel like I would miss a lot. Oh, Soup Masters in Germany. Appreciate you for pulling up in Germany. That's crazy. That's what's up though. But All right. In the tradition of things, since the NBA season is back and I'm about to be up out of here, I figure for old time's sake, we haven't done one in who knows how long. And it's only 4 y'all up in here, so I appreciate y'all for rocking with me for this long. We was just hanging out. This is the first stream of the new year. We'll have some. Y'all know me. Y'all know my streams is usually structured with some talking points, and I have stuff I want to talk about, have stuff I want to look at, yada yada. It'll be more of that next week, I promise. But it wasn't much to talk about considering I've only seen 2 games, and I'm just excited for the season. So I just wanted to hang out with y'all for a little bit. But in the spirit of old times, hey yo, Ninja already knew. Ninja, I ain't even have it up yet, my boy. Ninja already do. I mean, Ninja already knew. All right, let's start with Markelle Fultz. And yes, I do plan on watching the Kings game, Rudy. I think I got to figure it out. It might not be in the Discord yet because I got to figure out how. And I haven't figured it out all the way yet. But I do plan on watching it because I realize they're playing the Blazers. So I'll at least be chatting in Discord, probably. All right, let's do Markelle Fultz. I'm probably going to be rusty because I think the last time we did Pirtle was probably on stream with y'all sometime right after the championship was over, like probably June or July. Probably late July is the last time we did it. What? Played a Rudy Gay game, Wiener or LeBaud? Winner or LeBaud? I don't know that game. Eastern Conference, not Southeast Division. We're looking for a guard that's at least 20. Oh, God, I don't even remember. If it's yellow, it's within 2, I want to say. So it's at least 27. So it's a forward guard that's 6'7", right? That's 27. 6'7" or taller, 27. Nah, it couldn't be Precious because it's probably got to be guard forward. 27. But he's 6'7". How old is Jaylen Brown? Nah, it can't be Jimmy Butler because it's already Southeast Division. I'm going to go Jaylen Brown. I don't know how old he's off the top of my head. Oh, he's a lot younger than I thought he was. Golly, those guys are young, bro. They too nice to be as young as he is. But we know Atlantic Division. We know he's... Oh, so he's even taller than 6'6". So we're looking for like a 6'8" guard forward? That's 26, 28? Hey, Thunder, appreciate you. What's good, bro? How you doing? My Twitter is it's in the description, but it is if you copy and paste this, you should be able to find it. I was gonna try to find you the link, but Hawks, oops, TW. All right, so guard forward, Atlantic Division. The problem is I can't remember if it's not yellow. That means it's over 2 away. So I'm looking for a 6'9" guard forward. That's 28. Is it Ben? What number does Ben wear though right now? I can't remember. RJ's a good choice because he could be in that guard category. I just don't think he's that. RJ's not that old. The age is what's throwing me off. Cam's definitely not that old. You know what I'm saying? Like, the dude's got to be at least 27. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, 27 is the part that's throwing me off because RJ came to mind. Ben came to mind. Giannis wouldn't be it because it wouldn't say guard. It would say forward center. So I thought Giannis, but I don't think. Like, who's a 6'8", 6'9" guard in the Atlantic Division? Atlantic Division is the Sixers. It's the Boston Celtics. It's the Kevin Durant's actually a really good guess, Rudy. But would they have him listed as guard? Considering who else is on his roster? No, right? I like Kevin Durant because of his age, so I'm gonna guess it. The age and the height is gonna give us some hints, and it's a guy who plays on Brooklyn who's. Is it Ben? Okay, no, Ben 6'11", so I need a 6'9" at 27 years old that's on the roster of the Brooklyn Nets. That number is higher. Brooklyn Nets roster. Ben, KD, Kyrie. Oh, could it be who did they just pick up? Who? Who, Rudy? Deron Sharp? Hey, I'm telling y'all really seeing oh, look. Let me look up. I forgot I got the game on, right? It's not like I got the is it? That's what I'm thinking. I was about to say, who did he just pick up in the summertime? I'm gonna try Royce. Is it Royce? Royce is way too young. All right. I mean, way too short. Oh, Yuta Watanabe? All right, you threw me off because you said Utah James Johnson. So I was like, Utah James Johnson don't sound like a name I recognize, but Yuta Watanabe makes sense. I see people saying TJ. I'm not gonna cap. Didn't know Utah Watanabe was on the. He's not still on the Nets though, is he? I'll give him a shot. I didn't know he was still in the Nets, but I will give him a shot. Hey, that's not a good start. I'm gonna keep it a bean. I'll keep it. I'm gonna keep it a stack. That's not a good start. That is not a good start. It's the first Pirtle we've done. Like I said, in months. But if they starting off with Yuta Watanabe, it's gonna be a long season for your boy. It's gonna be a long season for your boy. But that's about it. Now we can wait 2 hours. But all right, y'all, I'm out of here. Play Rudy Gay, buzzer beater. What is this? What game are you? All right, let me see. What do you? Hold on. Rudy Gay. What is this game you're talking about, Rudy? Oh, you're saying play the clip? I'm dead, bro. I'm dead. I thought you were saying bro, I'm sitting here thinking you telling me to play a game, bro. I'm dead. Bro, that's why I'm looking at it. So I'm like, what game is called Rudy Gay Buzzer Beater? Like, what is this? What are you talking about? This man want to see the clip. Nah. You know NBA don't play around with footage being shared that's not theirs on YouTube. Come on now. That's a trap. We'd have made it this far. But all right. We'll see you next week. I'm trying to think. Do I have any videos coming up? That I'm working on. I low-key want to do a ranking of jerseys just as something fun. I might get around to that this weekend though. New podcast episode gonna be out next week. For real though. I've plugged it 1,000 times. if you haven't watched the podcast, just check it out. Just give it a shot. See what you think. My official rankings are in there for in terms of the season. We did predictions for awards this week, and we did 5 players that we're really looking forward to seeing, just because for various reasons, whether we think they're going to be better, whether they're in a new situation, they got traded, something like that, or we just think they're going to take another step forward. I think it's a really, really good episode. I'm not even going to say I think. I know it's a really, really good show. I think it has the potential to be something really special. And I've been looking forward to having having something like this with a content creator. And I think Jeremiah, aka the dude from Smart B-Ball Takes, is a really, really good one. And I see y'all asking about what's the name of it. It's called the 4-Point Play. I'm going to drop the link in the chat right now for you all. And then I'm out of here. The 4-Point Play podcast. I'm going to drop the YouTube link in here, but if you want to watch it on Spotify, if you want to listen to it on Spotify, if you want to, Apple Music, Spotify, Google Podcasts, or you could watch it on YouTube. It don't really matter to me where you watch it. I just want people to watch it. Nah, that's crazy. That's crazy. You said you'll give me a kiss to play the clip. That is crazy. All right, bet. I mean, while that's all facts, and I'm not, while that's all facts, and I'm not, I still like to stay in good standings with YouTube copyright claims for the one day when I do get there. I did say Apple Music, but I meant Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts. It's on Anchor. I want to say it's on Stitcher if you use Stitcher, but like it's on all the major platforms. Called the 4-Point Play Podcast. We have a TikTok for like clips and stuff like that. And yeah. All right. I'll see y'all next week. I'm out. Peace. Appreciate you, Ant-Man. Just sub for the 4-Point Play. Appreciate you. I'm out of here.